Today I'm taking a look at the Gochifix Oscilloscope and Multimeter. So we got our probes, and these are both Cat3 1000 volt. Tips also have caps, so you can pull those off if you need a longer probe, or you can stick them on if you want to make sure that you're not going to be making contact except for the tip. They have caps on the connectors, and those appear to be standard banana clips. Comes with 3 AA batteries, and the meter actually comes with a bag with tethers on it. And here is the meter. So I'm going to connect black to the COM. We also have voltage, a 10 amp connector, and a milliamp connector. It also comes with a manual, and it looks like a quick start guide. I do like that we don't have to use a screwdriver to get to these batteries, but it does have a foot on it. We can have it kind of standing up so it'll be easier to read. So on the dial, we got off on the right as well as the left, so it doesn't matter where we are on there, whichever way we want to turn it off, we can do that. Actually kind of nice. Then we have DC. So that'll show us a DC waveform. We got the same for AC. Then we can check volts. Let's check resistance. Okay, so that works. For all the function buttons, they got the key right there. So if we want to set the range, we would hit F4. So there's kilo ohms, there's mega ohms, and there's ohms. We also have a function right here where we can see the minimum and maximum value. That's kind of neat. And if we just want to see the current value, we hit F1. Pretty cool. So right now we're in resistance. If we want to change that, we hit select. Now we're on diode. Now we're on continuity. Cool. We have CX, which is for checking capacitors. Looks like we also have a save button here. Let's go to volts. So by default, we are in DC volts. Select. And now we are on AC. So there we go, 124 volts. And I actually really like that readout as well. It makes it very easy to see. Like we also have frequency. That's pretty cool. And if we switch this to hertz, I believe that is going to give us the same reading. Yeah, about 60 hertz. So we got a physical switch, or we could check that in volts. Then right here we got milliamps, we got amps. And then over here, this is the entire reason to get this. So with this, we can actually see the waveform. There we go. So right now it's off the chart. I'm going to hit R. And that auto sets. It does take it a couple of seconds, but it does auto set it. So we don't have to do anything with the time or the volts. Oh, that's cool. So it actually has a trigger on it as well. And backlight brightness. Oh, nice. So if we're in a very bright environment, we can make that easier for us to see. So very cool. So the main thing I like using an oscilloscope for is for testing an inverter. There we go. So now we can see that this is actually a modified square wave. So this isn't a full AC wave. A regular line AC is going to have that nice wave to it, but because this has those square tops on it, that is how we know that this is not a full sine wave inverter. And that can work for a lot of applications, but if you have some equipment that you've been having trouble with and it's plugged in this inverter, that might be the reason why. That's why I always go with a pure sine wave inverter. And that's one of those things that you can't really know unless you actually hook it up to an oscilloscope. The fact that I've got this right here, plus all the functionality of a multimeter, makes this a very cool tool. But if the automatic setting is what we want to see, if we want to change that, we got volts right here. So it can adjust the amplitude down so that we're zoomed in, or up so that we're zoomed out. We can also adjust time. So we can see longer or short amounts of time in those waves. So yeah, that is an awesome tool.